Look at this. Epic sunset. Epic rainbow. Koh Chang, thank you for putting on quite the show. Koh Chang is one of Thailand's biggest and most visited islands, and it's clear to see why. After spending some time on the quieter side, I've made my way over to the much more popular and built-up area of the west coast. Koh Chang is full of surprises, and my aim today is to show you some of the best areas of the island. So let's begin with an overview of the beach and the hotel that I chose to stay at. But as you'll see, my luck of choosing fantastic places seems to have finally run out. Okay, welcome back to Koh Chang. They say there are two versions of this island. There is turn left Koh Chang and there is turn right Koh Chang. Well, previously we turned left and we went on the east side of the island, and it was fantastic. It was really laid back, really quiet, extremely beautiful, so clean and peaceful, and everyone I met was lovely. It was a real local vibe, lots of local villages, and just such a joy to be there for the last 3 days. And now it's time to turn right Koh Chang. Basically, turn left or turn right comes from the direction that you take when you get off the car ferry. If you're in a minivan coming from Bangkok or in your own transport, you can choose turn left and do the east, the quiet rural side of Koh Chang, or turn right, and that's what we're doing in this video. And let's just begin with the bad news. So there is a few things that you'll notice the second you turn right and start heading towards the west coast of Koh Chang. And you know, it's kind of undeniable that it's a lot less pretty than the east. It's lined with lots of restaurants and shops, 7-Elevens, supermarkets, lots of resorts, lots of hotels, lots of tourists driving around on scooters. There's also elephants chained up, and you can park up and feed them and take pictures with them, and there's quite a few, 2 or 3 places I saw doing that on the side of the road. So that's a bit of a buzzkill because no one likes to see that. And so yeah, it's just a little bit of a jarring experience if you do turn right Koh Chang. And then there's the disappointment, unfortunately, of my accommodation choice. Now, it might look really nice, and the room is actually fine. King size bed, and there's a beautiful view. We're literally right in front of the sea, and the beach is really nice, actually. And the big bathroom, and yeah, the room could be better, but it's not terrible. The hotel is under renovation, but it looks like a bomb went off. Like, it is really, really run down. And there's nothing wrong with a hotel that needs a lick of paint. There's a beach bar that's just so depressing. It's not inviting. You do not want to go there for a cocktail or get a cold beer at all. And a lot of the main buildings are completely under renovation. But like I said, it just feels like the whole place is just like run down. And so that's a bit of a shame because it's on a beach that I've been told is really nice, and I haven't been here before. So this is called Lonely Beach. And to be fair, the beach that this resort is on is beautiful. And there are about 3, 4 or 5 other places along this beach. And so basically, I'm going to unpack. And for the first section of this video, I'm going to try and dust off this little disappointing start to this side of Koh Chang. I really want to like this side of Koh Chang. So yes, I apologise for starting this video by being a miserable bastard. I'm normally much better at concentrating on the positives, but yeah, my first impressions of this side of the island hadn't been the best, and yeah, I was annoyed that I booked a rundown hotel. It wasn't until after I checked in that I checked the reviews, and they were all saying the same thing, so I should have done my due diligence. But anyway, let's concentrate on the many positives of being here. I mean, firstly, look at Lonely Beach itself. It is beautiful. Okay, I've settled down and I've gone for a nice little walk along the beach, and clouds have rolled in. So it's a little bit overcast and a bit miserable. I'll be honest with you, I'm not really getting the vibes here as much as I thought I was going to. Basically, everybody on the beach who is sitting on the deck chairs or just lying around on the sand. They're either drinking beers, smoking weed, or on their phone. But most people are having a beer and smoking a joint whilst they're on their phone. I think I'm in a bad mood today, and I don't know why, and I don't want to take it out on Koh Chang. So what I'm going to do is, I've got this mindset where if you can't beat them, join them. Luckily, there's a bar on the beach called Mimo Beach Bar. In fact, we've got another sign right here. They're having a party tonight. Starts at 6 with a fire show. So let's watch sunset, let's watch the fire show, let's have a few beers, let's join them. And then to save the day, I'll take you to my favourite restaurant.
Yes, sorry about the rant, but I just can't get my head around people who fly all the way to Thailand, save up all that money, just to sit on the beach watching mindless TikToks on their phones, smoking weed. I mean, it does my nut in. Anyways, enough ranting. Let's have a beer, let's join these guys and soak up the party atmosphere. Mimo Bar put on a decent party, to be fair, and afterwards I finally got to visit my favourite Mexican restaurant in Thailand. This is El Barrio. It's still the best. It has the best food, amazing tacos, incredible drinks. You have to try the coconut margarita. It's just the most authentic Mexican you can find this side of the Pacific. And after a shaky start, El Barrio on Koh Chang had saved the day. Not for the first time.
I don't know what threw me off yesterday. I think it was just changing energy, you know, going from such a laid back, relaxing place to somewhere that's obviously very, you know, built up and touristy. Plus, you know, when you travel Thailand like I do, which is normally out in the middle of the provinces, far away from any touristy infrastructure, when I do come to these places where it is very touristy, it really throws me off. So it took me a while to adjust. But now that I've adjusted, now that I've had a great sunset, a cool, funny fire show, and the best Mexican food, I'm in such a good mood. And I had a great sleep, to be fair, in that room. And there was a big storm last night, and I sat out there and watched the rain, and it was beautiful. And then this morning, oh, it's such a beautiful morning, and the beach is so calm, so quiet. There's a bloke out there fishing, people going for their morning swim and their morning walk. I just had a coffee and some fried eggs at the hotel breakfast. Wasn't that great. So what I'm going to do is go find a better coffee, a better place to get some breakfast, and then we'll go explore this side of the island today. It just feels really good to shake off that weird energy that I had yesterday. I apologise for being a miserable bastard.
A quick message from the sponsor of my channel, Squarespace. If you need to build a website for any reason, it's never been easier than right now, especially on Squarespace, thanks to their brand new AI-led feature, Design Intelligence, which will build the website for you. You just tell it who it's for, what you're trying to do with it, and then it'll just build it in a matter of moments. And then of course, like my website here, you can add your own videos, add your own pictures, and it's really simple and easy to do so. And if you need to update the website at any time, it's so easy. I just recently wrote a blog post about my family trip. It took me a few minutes to just input all the text and pictures, drag things around. It was super easy and convenient. Even using the Squarespace app, I was able to amend how it looked on mobile, and again, that was really easy. You can build an online store. You can start selling products, start selling services. Now, not only is it really fun to build a website and it's completely free to do, but when you are ready to go live, make sure to come back to this video or click the link in the description because you'll get 10% off your first website or domain thanks to Squarespace. And let's get back to the video.
This place looks really nice. I should have stayed here.
So this is called Oasis. It's here at Lonely Beach, just a little bit up the road. You probably want a scooter to get up here. And they've got a really nice spot here. It feels like you're in the jungle, like in the canopy. The second you arrive and turn off your engine, you'll hear birds and insects, and you just immediately feel like you're in the jungle. And they've got this cool tree house type vibe here. It's all bamboo and wooden inside. There's a cafe. They advertise it as like a co-working space, but it's more of like a resort. They've got bungalows, and there's a swimming pool, and there's a few cute animals here. There's a friendly golden retriever, a few cats, and it seems a bit like a local expat hangout kind of place where you come for coffee, maybe do some digital nomad stuff, and just relax. I actually would recommend checking this place out to stay because it feels really relaxed. The only problem is it's not on the beach. Thank you. Here's my brunch. Got myself an ice Americano. And I got this like yogurt granola type thing with fresh fruit. Looks really good. Yeah, Oasis. Good vibes, good food. Come check it out. Yeah, I was a bit gutted that I didn't stay here. Oasis on Koh Chang, on Lonely Beach. I'll just have to come back another time. Anyway, after brunch, it was time to jump on my motorbike and continue exploring further south on Koh Chang.
There's two things I've noticed about this side of the island. The first is, if you're a beginner and you're thinking about renting a scooter for the first time, don't do it on Koh Chang. It's quite an advanced level type of place. The roads, especially once you get to Lonely Beach and south of Lonely Beach, it's quite mountainous, quite tricky. And the road is narrow and you have to negotiate quite a few sharp, steep turns. I would be terrified to ride a scooter here if I hadn't had many years experience, so be careful. The second thing is everything from Lonely Beach south just feels way more cool. Like it's just a better environment, it's a better vibe. It just feels way more lived in here, and the relationship between the nature, the road, and the human settlements and the restaurants and things, it just feels way more harmonious. I'm just popping into this place because I came here many years ago and it was really nice. Indie Beach, it's called. Little bungalows, as you can see. But if I remember rightly, a really nice little restaurant with a great view. Anyway, everything from Lonely Beach south is a really nice place to be.
Yeah, Indie Beach has gotten even better now. I love their design and their decor. And they have a gym here now. It's super nice and a great place to chill for the whole day and just relax in a part of Koh Chang most of the masses miss.
Just as I remembered, but if not a little bit better. They've got this tiny little strip of sand here and there's a little Rasta bar. They've got a gym here now and just really nice views. It's very quiet, and on a sunny day this beach is like so beautiful, so idyllic. I've just ordered a coconut. I'm just going to chill here for a little bit and then we'll go check out a waterfall. But this part of the island, this side down here on the southern western side, Lonely Beach south, this is the part of the west coast you should come to. If your first impressions of Koh Chang are, where am I? What? This place looks really overdeveloped and I'm not really into it.
I think as you've seen, that's kind of normal, but keep exploring, keep going south, or ideally, go on the other side of the island, on the east, where I was previously. I'll link my video of my 3 days on the eastern side of Koh Chang in the description, and there goes my chain. My chain's been coming off every time. It's bobbly now, and that's just because it needs tightening, and then my whole bike needs a massive service after that big Mekong trip. So let me just do this. And then by the time I get back to Bangkok, Zelda, she needs new tires, new exhaust, new chain. She needs, I'm gonna get a big ball kit hopefully and boost the CC. Anyway, random tangent. But yeah, we should follow these guys and make it to a nice beach. Okay. Not quite sure where I am, but it's very laid back. So I'm gonna keep my voice down. This part of Koh Chang feels like a different island. It feels like we've gone to a completely different place. Obviously the road was very dusty and broken and stuff, but that was charming, and there was lots of budget accommodations, and every single one of them was occupied with somebody reading a book in a hammock. Looks very affordable. And then there's a bunch of restaurants here. There's loads of shade, it's nice and calm. I can see the appeal of this area of Koh Chang. It seems a lot more affordable. This is the kind of place my parents would love. You could just sit here all day. Cheap cold beers, quiet, peaceful beach, deck chairs, lots of shade, and a great view. It's just a shame about the weather today. It's just a bit naff. I could stay here all day and just pitch up. There's loads of places to get a drink and relax. Man, this is a good vibe. You might really like it here, but if you need aircon and you like a bit of luxury, this is not the beach for you. This is kind of like your throwback to the rustic charm, Thai island style. And it's nice to know that this side of Koh Chang has this. So there's this really famous posh, fancy resort slash beach club here on Koh Chang, and called Castaways. I haven't booked to stay here. I hope they can let me in. I think they will. You kind of park up and then there's a little side entrance, and hopefully we can maybe get a little drink, maybe an early dinner. Wow, this place is nice. Wow, look at this. Got loads of tables free, thank God for that. Table for one. Wow, it's right on the water here. Beautiful design. I think maybe over there? Yeah, you can. Okay, it's got that tropical house music, it's got great furniture, loads of sunbeds with umbrellas, big pool, huge resort. Thank you. Oh, look at this table, very nice. Wow. So, no, I'll just sit there, it's okay. Carbon cow. Thanks. Wow, wow, wow. High tide. So no beach, really. Oh my goodness. I hope the food's good. I'm just starving. Okay, are you ready for this? This is the Western menu, right? Then they've got kebab and Indian curry menu. This is the Thai food menu. This is the the beer and wine menu. This is the specials menu and seafood. And this is the steak menu. I'm gonna need about a week just to get through the literature. I don't really know what I'm in the mood for. I haven't had a curry in a long time. While I wait for my food, I'm just walking around this place. It is impressive. The posh rooms are behind me. They've got like private pools and they come right onto the beach. And they've got like VIP tables laid out. The inside area is really beautifully designed. The pool is amazing. This is like a great location for couples and families because they've got all the toys and stuff for the kids. And on this side, I don't know what this thing is, but right here, there's the main beach. And it looks like this is where people are going to get married. It looks like, yeah, it looks like there's a wedding ceremony going on in that posh hotel. Wow. This is a part of Koh Chang I've never been to before. I skipped this beach last time. And it's a huge, long strip of sand. And again, loads of little bars, loads of little restaurants. But this place, Castaway, looks cool. I can't wait to try. I've gone for Indian biryani. The food's incredible, and I'm just thinking how epic this would be for sunset if it wasn't for all the clouds. Such a shame. I will take us to the sunset viewpoint I had in mind, because if it does switch and we get a great sunset, I do want to go up there. But this would be an amazing place to have sunset dinner. I would imagine you would probably have to reserve a table at sunset in high season especially, because look at it, it's so bloody romantic, even if I am on my own. Oh, and the garlic naan, absolutely delicious. So I did want to take you up to my sunset viewpoint, and I did go up there and I did film an outro, but it wasn't really a vibe, guys. There was people there smoking weed, drinking beers. There was noisy trucks and motorbikes driving past because it's right up on the pass, so everyone struggles to get up and around the viewpoint, makes it very, very noisy, and it wasn't really my vibe. So I was like, screw it, I'm just going to drive. And look, the sun is doing its thing behind us. It looks absolutely amazing. So I just thought, let me do the outro with this as the background, because it's a lot nicer than my chosen sunset spot. Don't believe everything you see on Instagram was the lesson I learned. Because yeah, it looks cool, but when you actually sat there, there's noisy trucks, people smoking. You can't portray that on Instagram. Let me take my helmet off. So Koh Chang is definitely an island of two personalities. Turn left Koh Chang and turn right Koh Chang. Turn left was the previous video, and I'll link it below. It was a really peaceful experience and a much more rustic version of this island. And I thoroughly enjoyed that. But it won't be for everyone. If you've got a young family, if you've got kids, if you're a couple looking for, posh dinners and nice cocktails and sunsets, you need to come on this side of the island. You need to turn right Koh Chang. But, there are so many sides to this island, and there are other sides to this coast of the island that I haven't covered. There are like so many activities you can go do. There's shooting, there's zip lining and tree top adventures, and there were so many things I could have done that you'll be keeping busy with in terms of activities. There's a lot to see and there's a lot to do on Koh Chang. If you're coming for a week with your kids, with your family, with your friends, you'll have a great time on turn right Koh Chang. But if you asked me which is better, well, I can't tell you which is better. I can only tell you what I prefer. And for me, it's turn left Koh Chang every day of the week, because it's just so more quiet, it's so more rustic. And we had a bit of a rough start when I got here on this side. There's a rainbow behind me. What? There's a sunset and a rainbow. Okay, this side of the island is trying to finish on a bang. Koh Chang really wants to show off, especially this side, because I think it knows it's losing. But I still had a really, really good time. There are loads of things to see, loads of things to do, and as you can see, beautiful sunsets all along the coast, random rainbows up in the sky, and as the sun is sinking into the sea, this sounds like the perfect opportunity to say thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to watch my time on the quieter side of Koh Chang, click right here. You can watch it right now.